Hello friends, this is Dr. Mamta Rathi. Once again, welcome you at my educational channel, Dr. Mamta's Educational Place. Friends, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe my channel. Please like and share my videos. So friends, in this video, we will discuss about royalty accounts. Royalty is payable by a user to the owner of the property or something on which an owner has some special rights. A royalty agreement is prepared between the owner and the user of such property or rights. If payment is made to purchase the right or property, that will be treated as capital expenditure instead of royalty. Friends, payment made by the lessee on account of a royalty is normal business expenditure and it will be debited to the royalty account. It is a nominal account and at the end of the accounting year, balance of royalty account need to be transferred to the normal trading and profit and loss account. Royalty is based on the production or output. It will strictly go on the manufacturing or production account. In case where the royalty is payable on sale basis, it will be part of the selling expenses. Friends, we must understand royalty is for rights. It is not a payment for goods. It is not a payment for services. It is a payment for acquiring the right to use certain assets. Now, the question arises, what are these assets to whom we have to pay the royalties? So, let us have a look on types of royalties. Here you can see there are three types of royalties, that is copyright royalty, mining royalty and patent royalty. Let us see one by one. A literary work is an author's asset. He has the sole right to print and sell it. His right is called copyright. The author transfers his right to the publisher in exchange for payment based on sale of books. The payment is called copyright royalty. Copyright provides a legal right to the author, the photographer, or any such kind of intellectual works. Copyright royalty is payable by the publisher of a book to the author of that book or to the photographer based on the sale made by the publisher. So, it is termed as copyright royalty. The next type of royalty is known as mining royalty. A mine is a landlord's asset. He has the sole right to extract minerals. His right is called mining right. The landlord transfers his right to the mining company in exchange for payment based on output. The payment is called as mining royalty. Lessee of a mine or quarry pays royalty to the lessor of the mine or quarry, which is generally based on the output basis. So, this is known as mining royalty. And the last type of royalty, that is patent royalty. An invention is a scientist's asset. He has the sole right to produce the article invented by him. His right is called patent right. The scientist transfers his right to the manufacturer in exchange for payment based on number of units manufactured. The payment for this production is called patent royalty. In case of patent, publisher of the book pays royalty to the author of the book on the basis of number of books sold, that is quantity. So, holder of patent gets royalty on the basis of output and the mine owner gets royalty on the basis of production. So, these three are the types of royalty. Now we will see the basis or nature of our royalty. No royalty is not for goods or services. It is a payment to the owner of asset in order to acquire the right to use it. So, here are some essential characteristics or some essential basis of royalty. Firstly, payment for rights. It is a payment for acquiring the right to use certain assets like copyright, etc. It is not for goods. Royalty is not a payment for goods or services. At agreed rate, the another important point, the payment of royalty is at an agreed rate calculated on production or sale. Production or output we may say. Next term is described as periodic payment. A royalty is a periodic payment. A lump sum payment cannot be called as royalty, or a payment given lump sum is not treated as royalty. Next term is nature of expense. Royalty payable on output is treated as a manufacturing expense and debited to manufacturing or trading account. But royalty based on sales is treated as selling expenses and charged to profit and loss account. We must understand this properly. And lastly, the nature of royalty is purchase of rights. Payment for the purchase of copyright, patent or mineral bearing land is a capital expenditure and not royalty. Such payments are recorded as fixed assets. Thus, periodic payment is royalty, but lump sum payment is capital expenditure to be treated as an asset. So, by this way, we can understand these are some of the characteristics of our royalty account. We can understand royalty by these terms. Now, we should remember some terms while dealing with royalty. There are some terms which may be useful for the understanding of royalty and royalty accounts. So, following terms which are used in royalty agreements or royalty contracts is, very first we will understand what is mean by royalty. A periodic payment which may be based on sale or output is called as royalty. Royalty is payable by the lessee of a mine to the lessor, by publisher of the book to the author of the book, or by the manufacturer to the patentee, etc. According to the types of the royalty, it may change. Another term associated with royalty is landlord. Landlords are the persons who have the legal rights on mine or quarry or patent right or copybook right. They are known as landlord. Next one is a tenant. An author or publisher, lessee or patenter who takes out rights, usually commercial or personal rights, from the owner on lease against the consideration is called tenant. Now, very important and very essential term which should be understood while learning royalty is minimum rent. This is a guaranteed minimum amount which a tenant has to pay to the landlord, or a manufacturer has to pay to the inventor, or a publisher has to pay to the author. But why to pay minimum rent? There is a question. So, while making or while digging a mine, it takes a lot of time. There is no output during this period, and since there is no output, there would be no royalty to the landlord. The landlord will suffer hardship. In order to avoid hardship to the landlord, a minimum amount per year is paid to him during the initial period. Similarly, it takes a lot of time to set up a factory to produce a patented article. There is no production during this period, and since there is no production, there would be no royalty to the inventor. The inventor will suffer hardship. in order to avoid hardship to the inventor, a minimum amount per year is paid to him during the initial years. Minimum rent is also known as dead rent, fixed rent, head rent, annual rent, sleeping rent, etc. So, here I have given one example. By this example, we can understand what is minimum rent properly. So, the example is Messrs. Rathi Publication printed a book on Java on the minimum rent of rupees 10 lakh per annum. Royalty being payable at the rate rupees 10 per book sold. In the first year of publication, Rathi Publication sold 75,000 copy of the books, and in the second year, number of books fell down to 45,000 only. Now, the amount of royalty paid is shown in the table. You can say that what has been discussed, the minimum rent should be payable for rupees 10 lakhs per annum. That is, yearly minimum rent is fixed at rupees 10 lakhs. And royalty was fixed at the rate 20 per book sold. It means that for one book rupees 20 is to be charged as a royalty. So here we can understand that in first year 75,000 books were sold. So our minimum rent was fixed at rupees 10 lakhs. So here you can see two columns are there, minimum rents column and royalty payable column. In first column, that is minimum rent column, we have written down the amount fixed for the minimum rent, that is 10 lakhs rupees. But as we have fixed our agreement and we have fixed our royalty at 20 rupees per book sold. So we have the information that in first year we have sold 75,000 books. So royalty comes to rupees 15 lakh. Now in second year, so in first year we can understand that minimum rent is 10 lakh and royalty is rupees 15 lakh. So we have to pay minimum rent of 10 lakh and for royalty 15 lakh. But in next year the sale is fell down and it comes to 45,000 only. So in next year the product amount arised from the sale is 20 per book. The royalty amount becomes 10 lakhs. But minimum rent is 10 lakhs and the royalty is 9 lakh, but we have to pay 10 lakh rupees minimum rent because minimum rent is the fixed amount which we have to pay. In this way, minimum rent is to be paid. Now we will see short workings. Difference of minimum rent and actual royalty is known as short workings. Short workings, the term itself is explanatory. Working is short means output is short. It means royalty is less than minimum rent. In other words, minimum rent is more than royalty. Here also I have given one example. If our calculated royalty is rupees 9 lakh as per the sale of books based on the above problem, we can see that in next year our royalty was amounted to rupees 9 lakh. But royalty payable is rupees 10 lakh as per minimum rent because we have to pay royalty according to our minimum rent. Whatever we have fixed the amount of minimum rent, that much amount we have to pay as a royalty. So though the royalty is calculated for 9 lakh, we have to pay 10 lakhs as our royalty. So short working, there will be a short working of 1 lakh rupees because our calculation comes to 9 lakh and our minimum rent, our royalty payable is 10 lakhs. So the difference between it is known as short working and it is of rupees 1 lakh from our current example. So we can understand short workings in this way. Next term in the royalty accounts is ground rent. It is a fixed amount payable yearly or half yearly to the landlord by the tenant as surface or ground rent. It is in addition to minimum rent or royalty. It is not related to output. Ground rent may be treated as surface rent also. Now, what is the right of recouping? If we have short workings, we have to recoup that short workings. Now, recoupment means recovery. Short workings means excess payment. So, it is recovery of excess payment. The agreement may provide for recoupment of short workings. It means that the excess payment to the landlord is recoverable. Of course, recovery is possible only during the years when royalty is more than minimum rent. The period of recoupment of short workings may be either a fixed period or a floating period. In case of fixed period, the right of recoupment is available only during a fixed number of years from the date of agreement. And in case of floating period, the right of recoupment is available for a fixed number of years from the date of short workings. Unrecouped amount on the expiry of time limit should be treated as loss and it should be charged to profit and loss account. So, this is a recoupment of our short workings. Now, we will see the next term, that is lease premium. Now, an extra payment in addition to the royalty is termed as lease premium. If lessee has paid any extra payment to the lessor, it is called as lease premium and it will be treated as capital expenditure and will be written off on yearly basis through profit and loss account as per the suitable method. Next term is TDS, that is tax deducted at source. If there is an applicability of TDS as per Income Tax Act, lessee will make the payment to lessor after deducting TDS as per the applicable rates and lessee is liable to deposit it to the credit of central government. Amount of royalty will be gross amount of royalty inclusive of TDS that will be charged to profit and loss account. Let us take one simple example for this. If royalty amount is 10 lakh and rate of TDS is 10%, then lessee will pay 9 lakh to the lessor and as a amount of royalty charged to the profit and loss account and will be 1 lakh rupees as a balance amount will be deposited to the credit of central government bank. It means that the lessee will pay 9 lakh to lessor. Amount of royalty charged to profit and loss account will be 10 lakh only. There we will not write 9 lakh, we will be writing at profit and loss account the amount of rupees 10 lakh and the balance of amount of rupees 1 lakh will be deposited in the credit of the central government account. Next term is a stoppage of work. Sometimes there may be stoppage of work due to conditions beyond control like strikes, flood, etc. In this case, minimum rent is required to be revised as provided in the agreement. Now, how the revision of the minimum rent will be done? Reduction of minimum rent in proportion of the stoppage of work. It can be revised on the basis of fixed percentage or by a fixed amount in the year of stoppage. Now, let us look at the next term, that is sublease. Now, what is sublease? A tenant may transfer a part of his rights to another person. This arrangement is called sublease. The other person is called as subtenant. Thus, a sublease, a contract between a tenant and subtenant. Sometimes landlord or lessor allows lessee to sublet some part of the mine or land as a sublease. In this case, lessee will become lessor and sublessee and lessee for main landlord. In such a case, the lessee he will have to maintain the double books, that is, he has to maintain the books of accounts as a lessee and he has to maintain the books of accounts as a sublessor also. So, as a lessee, he have to maintain landlord account, royalty account, short workings recoupable account, minimum rent account. And as a sublessor, he has to maintain royalties receivable account, sublessee account, short workings allowable account. So these books have to be maintained while sublessees arises. Now we will see some of the accounting entries of our royalty accounts. Here I have given a format of journal entries which are used in royalty accounts. These are the entries in the books of tenants. Generally, in royalty accounts, the accounting entries are given into the books of tenant because landlord he himself does not records any transactions or he does not maintains any books. So these are the journal entries in the books of tenant. Firstly, when there is no royalty in the year, then minimum rent is payable. The entry for it is minimum rent account debit to landlord account. And when royalty and short working arises, the short working account debit to minimum rent account is the entry for it. Where royalties are less than minimum rent and short workings are recoverable in the next years, then in such cases, first two entries has to be made, that is minimum rent account debit to landlord account. This is for the minimum rent payable. Then royalties account debit, short workings account debit to minimum rent account. Another entry we have to pass, that is landlord account debit to bank account. This entry we have to pass for the payment for landlord or payment to the landlord. And at last we have to pass the entry for the transfer of royalty. The entry is profit and loss account debit to royalty account. Now when short workings are recovered or when short workings are recovered, then the entry will become royalties account debit to short workings account to landlord account. And if these are recoverable, then we have to make a payment of it. So the entry for payment to landlord has to be passed, that is landlord account debit to bank account. Then remaining short workings, that is transfer of irrecoverable short workings arises. At that time we have to transfer these irrecoverable short workings to the profit and loss account. So entry will be profit and loss account debit to short workings account. So by this way we can pass the entries in the books of tenant and we can easily make the payment of royalties and we can easily understand the calculation of royalty. So friends, these are some basic concepts related with our royalty accounts. We can understand these concepts very easily because they are very easy, and by our discussion it may be very easy and it may be very simple for you to remember all these concepts. Friends, I hope this video will clear out your doubts regarding the royalty accounts and regarding some important terms of the royalty accounts. So keep watching. We will come in our next video with a practical problem and solution of our royalty accounts. Till then, keep watching and keep sharing. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Stay tuned.